Hello everybody and welcome to another vlog. I'm going to be talking about sort of what I'm intending to do further on, in the future. This is now I'm starting to hit more towards my exams. I have more homework, and I'm going to start running out of free time, which is really annoying because I love having free time. Everyone does. I have a really annoying sleeve. The problem with this thing is that it's quite tight and it's very fidgety. But anyway. So I am gonna have to start probably but lowering the amount I have. Right now I think I do 3. I do Hitman, Mass Effect and Uncharted. I know Hitman's gonna end off quite soon. And Mass Effect, if I get onto it and actually focus quite hard. Because I know once Hitman goes, maybe I'll replace it with another Mass Effect, so I do 2 a week, run at 2 or 3 a week, and then that way it speeds up the process just so I finish it a bit sooner. So that I'm either just doing Uncharted, and then I can also go back and bring back Fallout, because I have wanted to do that for a while. In which I am bringing on, I should have researched its name before I started filming. What was it called? I don't remember. It was, Automatronic or something like that. I'm sitting much further back now. I feel like the camera's been zoomed in a little bit because I feel like I'm sitting further back than I usually do. I will compare this to my other thumbnails and find out, but yeah. Anyway, so that's mostly sort of what's happening. I'm also now I'm gonna get I'm hoping I'm gonna get Need for Speed's Payback when it comes out on November 10th. I really like games like that. I love I suppose sort of racing games, but not realistic ones. Like Dirt and things like that. I had Dirt for a while. I barely played it, but I do quite like, Free Roam. Well, technically, yeah, Need for Speed. Need for Speed was also the first racing game I ever played, so yeah. Anyway, so I do want to go and I want to play one of those as well. As I said, I'm gonna do Fallout. I want to do Fallout, and I think it's along the lines of like Automatronic. I always want to call it more Automatronic. I don't think that's what it's actually called, but I think it sounds quite cool. But yeah, that one and Far Harbor. I have been considering giving Gordon a scar. This one, I don't think there will be one because, to be honest, he's in his 20s pretty much all of these, and I do want to show that there is some aging happening. So the only thing I can do is change like the eyes and things like that just ever so slightly, and add a scar. Since technically in my own books, this is book stories. I technically just call them stories because I want them to be films. But anyway, in those stories, in that one, Gordon has his Pip-Boy taken off of him. This is just something I do want to say. Bethesda added in, I don't know why I'm right. Bethesda added in this thing. That new version of the Pip-Boy, the one that can be clipped on and unlike the other one, it doesn't have a biometric lock, meaning only the person who uses it can take it on and put it on and take it off. Which sort of made sense, that's why no one ever removed it, but then they would remove all of your weapons. Sort of made sense. Well, more sense than Pip-Boy usually makes. Fallout 4, they allow it to be this clip-on thing. Now, I don't think this happens, because I haven't heard anyone say this, but maybe it does. But if they haven't, which I don't think they did, work on that next time. If they do something like that, have it that someone takes the Pip-Boy from you. That would be a really cool thing where you have to play like this little bit without the Pip-Boy. But anyway, that happens in my story. Gordon sort of becomes mortal and he gets a cut across his face, thus he gets a scar. And then you see that in those later ones, but I have to come up with another reason for I suppose I've just technically given you a reason, but he doesn't get that in that story in particular, I don't think. Or if that does happen, I probably would go back, give Gordon that scar, go back and do the exact same thing over again. Anyway, but yeah, yes, further on, I'm not going to do as many videos I really don't want to say this, but I think for the next couple of years, well, year or so, I'm not sure, but I feel like I'm going to have to start lowering the amount I do. And since I also want to start back up the Minecraft multiplayer, which is really possible now since I actually have some filming equipment, a filming app that I can use, on my computer to do this, and I don't know how to get it working. So I want to get this Minecraft multiplayer thing sorted out, or at least another sort of Minecraft series. I also really would, when Hitman Season 2 comes out, I want to play that. As I said, there's those Fallout ones, any Mass Effect DLCs when they come out. This is the one thing. I might end off Mass Effect, but I don't want to, because Sarah, my version, is only after the beginning, where I was trying to figure out how to actually make the character work. I did figure out, I wanted her to be an aggressive character, and then when I saw more of the conversation options and things like that, I decided, oh yeah, that's how I'm going to pitch her. Someone who compromises for her crew, but not so much for other people, but still cares about what happens to those other people. She's also slightly meaner, she's more logical, and whatever that other one is. I know this, so it's the one opposite Calm, which is that swirl. It's more like the square swirl thing. That one. Also want to put that she's not a cheater in many ways. There's two ones, one with Gil, and after you finish Vetra's loyalty mission, I think. You do this bit where you're climbing up to the top of a mountain, and you have a chance that, and if you can, I'm not sure, race her to the top, and you can use the jump jet as a cheat to get up to the top. But she wouldn't do that, and I'm not sure if you win or not. I don't know. But anyway, so I want to set up this thing, but I don't know if now. I know technically I still have quite a bit of time, but as I said, it's either wait until I finish Hitman, which wouldn't take long since Hitman already has a set number of episodes, and there's nothing really beyond that point I can do after I eliminate all the targets. Technically, I want to stay in chronological order. Then I'm not going to have to be able to do anything with them. So technically, I'm not going to do stuff where I go back and I show different ways of doing it. I'm more just going to focus on showing the ways I quite like doing them. And if I've already done them before on YouTube, which I know I've done another one somewhere, but I'll check, then I just go back to those and I just do it in a different way. For instance, like with the next one, I'm going to do one of my favourites, which is Fade to Black. It's not the next one. Bangkok, wherever that is. But yeah, that hotel, Club 47. That one, there's this one called Fade to Black. And I know how to do it, I think, in a suit only. But I know how to do it, I just can't because I don't have lethal poison. But I can do, like, one thing, but I love going up into. I don't really want to spoil it in case you haven't done it or you want to try and do it, because it is really cool. Basically, you have a talk between you and whatever the singer's name is. I don't remember the target's names, but yeah. And so, between 47 and the target, and the little thing I quite like here, actually makes me feel sorry for killing him, but you know, it's in the job description, I don't know. Anyway, but I do, as I said, I might finish that and then try and boost up the amount of episodes I do for Mass Effect until I reach that stage on November the 10th, in which then I can pretty much dump that series, or, well, not dump it, but obviously I'll just stop doing it until maybe a DLC comes out, and then start playing through that, and things like that. Not really anything will change over those times, and I just want to try and make them. I want to have these stories, and I don't want to do stuff where every time I get a new game, I never finish it. It's because I'm slower than other people, because I only film, like, a game once every week, and that's the annoying thing. I don't want to lower that number more because of the thing that I need to prepare for exams. Like that, I've only recently heard about one exam, which is my English. I have to memorize, or at least memorize quotations of 15 poems. I know I've got a year or so to do that, but still, 15 poems. I'd suck at poetry. But yeah, and it's not like the simplest thing that you go over one. It's literally, they choose you a random poem, and then you've got to choose a poem that is similar to that out of the 15 that you know. Look. So it means I've got to know, as I said, all of them. And also know which one they're talking about. So, yeah. I don't choose English, obviously, it's like a. Yeah, but, anyway, so. Yeah. That's sort of what I have to say. It's gonna be a lot slower, I think, for me to do newer stuff, and I'm gonna have to slow down my episode lists and, well, not lists, but my filming schedule. Not that I already don't every now and then, but yeah, but it's not gonna be the same, I don't think. And I really don't like that. As I said, I have to start lowering it, because that means that also then I have to redo the timetable and things, and I really hate redoing that. But yeah, because then eventually it will just be film whenever I get the chance to. I don't like that idea, because whenever I get the chance to also means whenever I've got free time. And the only good thing about what I do is that I wake up at 6:30 and then get the bus at 7:50, so I actually have about more than an hour for me to watch all of the YouTube videos I have, but they don't always show at the start of the day, and so yeah, there's not going to be that much basically coming up, because, yeah. So yeah. I'm going to find that annoying. Also, at some point I'm going to get, hopefully, a poster to go up here just by Wally and the weird cow bank account. It's not a bank account. I want to call it a piggy bank, but it's not really, because it's a cow. But anyway, just sort of over the books here. I like the way I'm pointing with my finger. But yeah, over these books, I'm going to probably blue tack a poster up there at some point. I'm hoping to get some, I'm going to look at some Firefly and some iFight Dragon stuff. I've seen a poster. I absolutely love the look of it. It's iFight Dragons War for Cyborg Liberation, I think, which was a tour or a concert battle thing they did. I don't know. They did it with a lot of other people, so yeah. Anyway, that, and I'm also looking at some Firefly posters, which I suppose I've got those removed or something. I can get a hanger replacing that that shoulder holster thing. And actually, I quite like having the camera back here. And then I might be able to put up another couple of posters up, and I'm probably gonna maybe get myself a Firefly dog tag, because they look awesome. But yeah, so I might end up starting to try and actually work on getting these backdrops. I want to get posters up, because I have two posters over that way, which you can't see, which is two Doctor Who ones. One is a Dalek blueprint, and the other's the 10th Doctor on New York, which is quite hard to say sometimes. I feel like I go New York. But anyway, so yeah. So I don't have much. I don't really have any other. Well, I have a bunch of posters under my sink, but they're sort of all curled up and way too big to put in the background. So yeah. So anyway, I've got a little TARDIS up there, actually with the same version of the Doctor, which is over there. But yeah, no. So yeah. So I want to get some more stuff. I do want to get stuff going up on the background, but I don't know when I'm gonna get those. I'm hoping 1st of November, because that's my birthday. Yay! And that's all of it. This looks so short on me. Pull the sleeve there. But yeah, so that's sort of it. Anyway, I need to clean up this desk. But yeah, so videos lowering. I'm not gonna be able to do as many, not as more. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.